Well, thank you all for your time. Today, Thursday, November 2nd, 2023. The idea today is that you're going to learn all the information required to join one of the collaborative programs in aeronautics in the Faculty of Engineering for the Masters and PhDs. To do so, we have Suzanne. She's an associate professor and director of Waterloo Institute for Sustainable Aeronautics. We have Patty Ma. She is the Director of Strategic Research at Waterloo Institute for Sustainable Aeronautics. Also, we will have Professor Xiao. He's an Associate Professor in Systems Design Engineering and a Program Committee Chair in the Collaborative Programs of Aeronautics. And I am Maria Sandoval. I am your host. I am the Marketing and Recruitment Specialist in the Engineering Graduate Studies Office. So for now, I'm going to explain you how it works in the Faculty of Engineering. First, I would like to invite you all to visit our graduate studies page. Over here, we have all the information that you will require if you are interested in applying for the Masters and PhDs. There is a section with programs that I'm going to explain right away. Difference in the kind of programs that we have, the deadlines to apply, the departments, and all the relevant information, all the admission requirements. There is a section as well for international students, if some of you are there. So, for example, what are the English requirements? What are the, let's say, additional application requirements that you need, and other information relevant for you, like study permit and others. Also, you can find one section about research and supervisors. That's one of the main things for all the research-based programs. So you can find what are the research areas running in each department and how to find a supervisor, the research areas, and who's running research in that area. Also, if you have questions about funding, scholarships, and awards, it's also everything there. If you're wondering how is to live in Waterloo, all the resources that you will have access to, all the facilities here at Waterloo, everything is here in the Graduate Studying Services. Also, I would like to invite you to this section, events and info sessions. Constantly every month we're running this kind of space designed for you to explain everything about the Faculty of Engineering. So just check all the events and info sessions that are coming. This year, we still have 3 more, but next year, of course, we will have more information for you. So the Faculty of Engineering is the largest engineering school in Canada. We have 6 departments: chemical engineering, civil and environmental engineering, electrical and computing engineering, mechanical and mechatronics engineering, management science and engineering, and systems design engineering. The departments related with aeronautics are electrical and computing engineering, mechanical mechatronics coming soon, and systems design engineering. Also, we have 2 schools. We have the Conrad School of Entrepreneurship and Business and the School of Architecture. Just remember as well, very important, only at Waterloo, your ideas are your intellectual property. So if you are one of those brilliant people that you have an excellent idea that is going to change the world, and you are wondering how the university can support you with that, just remember that only in the University of Waterloo, your ideas are your intellectual property. So it doesn't belong to the university, it doesn't belong to the professor, it belongs to you. So you can control the patent of your idea, license your idea to commercialize it, or even start your own company. That's one of many of the reasons why you see so many entrepreneurs coming from the University of Waterloo. We have 2 kinds of programs. We have course-based programs and we have research-based programs. In this session, we're going to focus on research-based programs, but also for you to know, the course-based programs are the Master of Engineering, the MEng, the Master of Management Science, that's the one that belongs to the Department of Management Science and Engineering, the Master of Business, Entrepreneurship and Technology, that's embedded in Conrad School, and graduate diplomas. So those programs are more heavy on courses, of course. You are not going to have anything related with research or to run a thesis or anything like that. It will take 1 to 1.5 years and also is self-funded. That's very important. Most of the Master of Engineering programs and the Master of Management Science, they also have co-op opportunities. So it requires a separate application. So if you're interested in that's the difference. So those are course-based programs. We also have research-based programs. So that's where we have the Master of Applied Science, the MASc, and Doctor of Philosophy, the PhD. So those kind of programs, they have less courses, 4 to 5 courses in the Master of Applied Science, 3 to 4 courses in the PhD. You have an original research, and you will have a thesis, and for the PhD also the comprehensive exam. You will join a research group with a supervisor. So this is the kind of programs that we will be talking about today. It is important as well to know that you have guaranteed funds from a supervisor. Here we will not talk much about it, just very superficial, but just to see the difference. In these kind of programs, is the Master of Applied Science and the PhD, we have something that we call collaborative programs. The collaborative programs, there are 4 collaborative programs. We understand that many subjects they don't belong to one department or to one faculty. We support collaborative learning from all the faculties, so that's why we have this option. So there is a collaborative program with water, nanotechnology, quantum information, and in this case, aeronautics. Aeronautics is supported by all 6 faculties and the industry and government network of Waterloo Institute of Sustainable Aeronautics. So this program, the Collaborative Aeronautics Program, is a complete new approach for masters and PhDs. The departments, again, related, where you can find Master of Applied Science or PhDs directly with aeronautics, are Systems Design Engineering and Electrical and Computer Engineering. Soon, the idea is that also we can have mechanical mechatronics, but those are the ones available now. You will have the opportunity to have classes not only with students in the system design engineering and electrical and computer engineering, but also with the students from the Faculty of Arts, Environment, Health, Mathematics, and Science. So the experience that you're going to have, everything that you're going to learn, is way more. It's not only from one perspective. I will invite you to check the websites for each of them: Systems Design Engineering, Electrical Computer Engineering, and soon Mechanical Mechatronics Engineering. Look for the Master of Applied Science and PhD Aeronautics, and that's how you can get involved in these programs. Check as well what are the admission requirements. Each of them, they have it in the page that I shared with you at the beginning, the graduate studies page, and I will share it now in the chat. You will find it. And also you can find what are the supervisors related as well with these 2 programs, with these 2 departments, I'm sorry. The deadlines to apply, if you're thinking about fall 2024, it will be February 1st. If you're thinking already in 2025, deadline to apply for winter is June 1st. And if you are thinking about the spring 2025, the deadline will be October of 2024. Looks like far away, but the year is almost over. So again, please just visit our page, the Graduate Studies page. I just wanted to explain you what is the difference and what kind of programs you can apply to get involved with aeronautics.
So thanks everyone for attending today's information session. My name is Shi Cao. I'm an associate professor from System Design Engineering. I'm also the chair of the CAP committee. As you have learned so far, CAP stands for Collaborative Aeronautics Program. So if you're interested in master or PhD research and you're very passionate about aeronautics, I think this will be an ideal program for you. In terms of definition, aeronautics, here we, in very broad umbrella term, aeronautics, we cover both the aviation side, like management of training of pilots, how to manage those flights operation, as well as the aerospace engineering side, which is more of dealing with manufacturing design of machines that can fly. So far in the program, we have a collaborative program with all faculties and 10 departments are joining. In the last year and this year, most of the students are within the aviation area, but in the future years, as EC and MME are joining, we expect a more added component from the aerospace engineering side as well. The program is supported by WISA. WISA is Waterloo Institute for Sustainable Aeronautics. We just recently established back in 2021, but we have quickly attracted many attention, both inside and outside our university. So now we have over 150 faculty members, and over 50 industry and government partners collaborating with our researchers and students. So far, we have accumulated over 14 million funding from government and industry partners. Those funding has been used to support about over 40 research projects on campus, including the purchase of a high-fidelity flight simulator, LCM 251. As you can see the picture here of the simulator, which is seated in Environment 1 building. And we also have a very novel electric aircraft while we're collaborating with the Wellington Flight Training Center at the Waterloo Kitchener local airport. We're testing whether we can use this new type of electric aircraft to train pilots in a very sustainable way. And you can see our president is giving an announcement, and you can see the electric aircraft in the background, because right now, sustainable aviation is, I would say, either the major one or two important factors for aviation industry. Usually safety is their most important thing, but sustainability becoming their second important thing, because as we know, the fuels used by aircraft is still fossil fuels, so it's not environmental friendly. There has been a lot of discussion about how to address that. And the program is also supported by the strong historical background at Waterloo. You may or may not know, actually every year at Waterloo, we have programs from geography and science. They train over 100 students. They graduate with bachelor degrees as well as their commercial pilot licenses. We have been doing this for many years, and we're actually the largest university level pilot training program in Canada, because most of the programs are usually in the college level. So since we have those excellent students, they're also pilots, we start to think, how could we do more research? When we talk about research, think about sustainable aeronautics. When you hear the term, typically people will first think about the environmental sustainability, like sustainable aviation fuels. In the future, could we fly aircraft using electricity or hydrogen or other energy source instead of fossil fuels? That will be the first impression. However, under the broad umbrella of sustainability, we do have three so-called pillars of sustainability. Social sustainability, for example, how do we improve training of pilots and also aviation professionals? How do we inclusive diversity practice in the aviation field? Because traditionally, only a few 5%-ish are female in the aviation professional field. Environmental sustainability, focusing about reducing the negative environmental impacts of aviation flying. So not only just the emission, carbon dioxide, but also including like noise and other factors as well. Economic factors, including how to optimize the design, testing, certification, optimization of aviation transportation to maintain sustainable economic growth, as well as a lot of modeling work like intelligent AI could be used in this field as well. So given this broad direction of research, we believe that there's important and valuable needs to allow graduate students to learn and potentially work in this field after graduation. So far, we don't have any aviation or aerospace graduate program at Waterloo, so we created this collaborative program to fill in this gap. The program started next year. The goal of the CAP is to extend existing graduate program at Waterloo with an emphasis on foundational knowledge about aerospace, aeronautics, and a connection, networking with industry and government collaborators. So right now it's only offering to master, research master, and PhD programs. The motivation is because we have so many faculty members who have research project or interest related to aeronautics, and our collaborators has mentioned that real world problems are complex. They need people, new talents with a multidisciplinary perspective. So the CAP student will receive a special courses and their advisors from WISA. And WISA will also provide industrial collaborators, so students can work with them during the study. And we're really working hard on getting internships opportunities for all the CAP students. There are also some, we call them study enrichment, experience enrichment activities. I'll introduce just in a moment. Overall, the vision of the CAP program is to foster multidisciplinary industry integrated training for future leaders in sustainable aeronautics. We want to provide multidisciplinary education. We want to train industry-ready students with good professional skills as well as technical skills. We want to give opportunity for students to work with the industry or government who play important roles in Canada's aerospace industry. And once you complete the program, the key difference is the degree designation will have aeronautics as a word added. For example, if you complete the PhD from system design engineering, it will show dash aeronautics added to your degree. The supervisors will still be from each individual department. For students, you will take 2 required courses. So this is the unique additional part of the collaborative program. In addition to the courses you would take from home department by default, the CAP program will require, among all these courses, there must be those 2 aviation courses. We call them AV 601, which is an introduction to fundamental knowledges in aerospace and aeronautics, as well as the second course is a more interdisciplinary project-based course. Depending on the level, it's either 602 or 802. The third mandatory requirement is the research of your work must have an aeronautics or aerospace focus, and this is determined by your academic supervisor. So the program is very flexible. Beyond the 3 key components of requirements, each department's program may have slightly different versions of that. So I will ask you to read the posted calendar explanation. It has a very clear description. Here are the examples of the 2 unique courses we have created, and Dr. Susan Kearns have been teaching those courses over the last year and also this year. The aviation AV 601 course is a fundamental knowledge course, so students will have the opportunities to learn theories, concepts, technology, and practice in aviation and aerospace engineering. And during the course, students have opportunities to sit in lectures and listen to invited talks offered by WISA members, faculty members, and also guest speakers from the industry and the government. The topics covered including what you can see in the list, such as the law, regulations, aircraft basics, general aviation, navigation, airport security, environment, accident. So you can see it covers a broad survey of all these information related to aerospace and aviation. After that, so AV 601 is usually offered in the fall term. After the fall term, students will form groups and work with selected industry partners in the second course, AV 602 or 802. So in this course, the goal is to expose students with real-world problems. Students will form a group with multidisciplinary background and solve or work towards the solution to the problem defined by industry partners. This kind of a consulting experience in a sense. And in the last year, there are 2 student groups in the program have worked with 2 partners, International Test Pilot School in London, Ontario, and Presage Group is a kind of consulting service group for major airlines, provide training to pilots. We have faculty advisors from kinesiology and psychology as the faculty advisors, providing interdisciplinary support. Knowledge support, the course evaluation feedback was really good. Out of 5 points, the students all really enjoyed the courses last year. And in terms of learning enrichment activities, we do provide introductory flights to all the CAP students. So you will take a chance to kind of fly small aircraft like this one, Cessna 172, with flight instructors, because we think it's really important to let everyone know the experience and what pilots actually do every day in terms of flying. Some other benefits to students in the program, I mentioned industry connection and tours. So this picture is taken from the student group working with International Test Pilot Training School. So they're training the best of the best pilots all around the world because they will become test pilots. So they are flying all sorts of different aircraft. Some are civilian aircraft like the Airbus, Boeing. Some are military aircraft, like students are showing this picture. It's a military aircraft simulator. And you can see here, this year, we just have a tour to their facilities weeks ago. And on the left, this is a mixed reality simulator they have for F-18 Super Hornet. And you can see the students wearing the goggles. So the virtual scene were augmented outside of the cockpit. You can see the environment, the airport, and the other aircrafts in the environment through your virtual reality goggles. But the goggles will also overlay real videos from inside the cockpit. So it can also show your hands. If you use your hands to touch the controllers inside the cockpit, you see them as a real video feed, but the outside environment is virtually augmented. So this has been an important tool for research and training. And around the right side, you see the ITPS also have the multiple jet aircraft helicopters for training and also mechanical engineering training purposes. And our students are exploring collaborative research projects with them right now. In this picture, you see the students visiting Presage Group. They're providing training services to major airlines. For example, they want to know what are the pilot's limitations in terms of attention or situation awareness, and they're help airlines designing the courses that can maintain pilots' performance and safety throughout their journey of career. In this picture, we have a tour to Air Canada Training Center just near the Toronto Pearson Airport. You see I'm just trying one of their motion-based flight simulators. It's an Airbus one. On the right side is their very new simulator for Boeing 737 MAX 8. All these big simulators were made by CAE, which is also a Canadian company. So students there could explore opportunities of collaboration with not only pilot training, but also kind of simulator design and new ways. For example, you can see we're bringing eye trackers into those devices just to see if we are adding information about where the pilots are looking at while we're doing the training. How will that help instructors help diagnose the problems with skill deficits and just make training more efficient? The program also has some supports for student travel every year to attend a conference and do their presentation. You can see our students are presenting in Montreal, Canada. This is in Rochester, United States last year, attending conferences. And one of the highlights of those conference opportunity is WISA. Every year we have the flagship summit. We call them Summit Conference, which is an event. We bring students, industry partners, government partners, professors, all join a one-day meeting at Waterloo. And students in CAP program will attend the event and do a very quick 3-minute thesis presentation just to showcase their research project to the attendees. And they will get a lot of valuable feedback. So those are pictures from the last year's event, and here are the pictures from this year's event. You can see there are many sponsors. They all came to here talking about the future of sustainable aeronautics. And you can see astronaut Chris Hadfield will give a keynote speech to attendees in this summit conference. And you can see students have awards and also job fairs offered by WISA. Existing students in the program have won many awards, including Doctoral Entrance Award, Best Student Presentation Award from Summit and the international conferences. So if you're interested to join this program, there are different ways you can enroll depending on your current status. If you're currently a student in one of the program but not in the CAP program, you can simply fill a change of program form. Well, first seek your advisor's approval, of course, and then you can change into the CAP program. As soon as you complete the additional requirements, such as the 2 aviation course, and make sure your thesis is related to aeronautics. When you graduate, finish your thesis or dissertation, you can get the dash aeronautics designation added to your degree. If you're a new student, incoming student, you can visit our website, which is listed here. You can easily find that CAP WISA URL. It will lead you to the web page. So the web page have links to GSPA's website. So on the website, it listed all of our programs, and each program will describe the requirements. And the application procedure is very similar to the normal program. So you will identify your potential supervisors from each department, and you may contact those supervisors asking, are they having space for new students? Are they interested in your past work? You can introduce yourself to the potential supervisors, and then you will read through those requirements to understand what are exact requirements by each department, because each participant units in CAP may have slightly different requirements. Maybe they will ask you to take specific course from department related to aeronautics. So the total number of courses may be 4 or 5, slightly different depending on the setup in each department. And the participant units, as Maria has mentioned before, we have 10 units. So in engineering, I assume all the audience are engineering students. The system design engineering, ECE, and MME will join soon. So these are the departments which have an option of CAP right now or very soon. So if you go to WISA's website, you can also have a list of faculty members who are associated with WISA. And if you find faculty member from there, from system design, ECE, or MME, then you reach out to them. You will make sure they have a related research interest in aeronautics field. And here I just copied the current program list, 7 master program and 12 doctoral programs. So that's the end of my presentation. I believe with the strong support from WISA and the large number of faculty members and industry collaborators, I feel this will be a very novel and unique opportunities for our graduate students to explore aviation aeronautics domain. Right now, we don't have guaranteed internships, but I'm really working hard with the co-op office, with industry partners and applying fundings. So the goal in my vision, all the CAP students should have at least one internship opportunity with one of our collaborators. Let's truly make this program unique. Thank you for your interest and attention. I would welcome any question. Thank you.
I think something also important to highlight is how you can get involved in the program. Just remember that if you want to apply to one of the programs, you need to apply to a specific faculty, and program. So it's not directly with the Department of Aeronautics. You need to find a specific program that you want to apply to. That's why we were sharing here the list of all the programs involved.
I have seen some students asking, you already submitted your application. I believe you could either contact the grad office of your application department asking to change that into aeronautics CAP program, or when it's not ready, because like MME currently has not initiated yet. So once you join MME, later on when CAP becomes available, you can easily film a transfer of program form after your faculty advisor consent to transfer into the CAP program. That's no problem.
Just keep in mind, of course, so the programs that you are looking for are Master of Applied Science and PhDs. So those are research-based programs. So you need a faculty member that will accept you in their team, and that's how you will be accepted in the university. And when you apply, if you are thinking about it yet, then you are looking for a Master of Applied Science or a PhD in aeronautics in the departments of system design engineering, electrical and computer engineering, and soon, as we have been mentioning, for mechanical mechatronics engineering. So the key is that you fulfill all the admission requirements. I just mentioned here our page, the graduate studies students page. So over here, if you click in each of them, and if you go to the area of research and supervisors, then you can find either a supervisor by the department, so in this case, electrical and computer engineering, system designs engineering, and soon mechanical and mechatronics. So you look for professors involved in aeronautics, specifically in these departments, or you can find as well by research area. When you click here, you just type the name and it will show you the professors related with that research area. Or as they were mentioning as well, you can go to the aeronautics page and you can find it there too. So that's one of the key steps. I would advise you, like this session is not about how to apply directly, but I would advise you to check all the details to identify the program, to identify the professor, and that's how you will get involved in the program. Some of the question was about funding. So remember that because you are involved in the Master of Applied Science and a PhD, over here there is a section about funding, scholarships, and awards. Again, here I'm talking only about the Faculty of Engineering. So there are funds available. Here we have an entire session that we run in August 2nd, where we explain all the options. So there is minimum funding for Master of Applied Science and PhD students. There are internal Waterloo awards, there are external Waterloo awards, bursaries, loans. Also, if you want to know about tuition, budget, everything is here again in our page, the Graduate Studies page. Just to show you as well the minimum funding that the Faculty of Engineering guarantees. For the Master of Applied Science is $18,000 per year, and for the PhDs is $26,000 at the moment. It might increase in the future. And there are additional funds to that, so you can apply as well for TAs, for graduate research assistantship. There is also additional support for international students, for all doctoral students and just some master's students. So just see all the details here. Wondering like, okay, I already identified the program, I like the professor, I'm ready to go in, how can I pay for this? So this is the page that you need to visit. If someone is in the process already, so questions here, if someone is involved in the process, they should just contact the program coordinator and fill out the form, or how they can change of program if they are already involved, or if they already apply to the program, can they update their application?
I can add to that. So we'll share, and others you may have more details, but because the CAP student or the CAP program is only 2 years old, in our first year, students were already enrolled in the degree programs on campus, and then they added the aeronautics program as an option. So it's possible that existing students can transfer into the program, and perhaps maybe you could speak to the direct enrollment, so that the pathway, if they're coming to Waterloo for the first time and they want to be declaring the CAP program right.
If you just started your application, I believe it just program will be listed. For example, PhD in System Design Engineering, Aeronautics focus will be listed in the website. You can just like you selecting a regular System Design PhD program, the Bachelor Aeronautics program will be there as an option. So for engineering, those are only available right now in the system for system design. And while ECE, there may be updating the system. I'll need to confirm with GSPA, but it should be there. MME has not been there yet. So either way would be fine. If when you're applying, it's already available there, you just select that. If it's not available there, make sure you reach out to me or to the specific department, graduate office. Make sure you tell them your intention, and the transfer into the CAP program will be very straightforward. It's just a regular program, alternative option to any other existing programs. There's not anything specifically challenging.
I think we were very clear with all the information. I'm very excited about this program. I think it's a great opportunity for all of you, not only to be part of the Faculty of Engineering, but this is for real, the experience in the University of Waterloo, because all the faculties are involved. So thank you all. Thank you to the panelists as well for joining us today. So thank you so much for your time. Also, please visit here we're leaving it in the chat for everyone, the aeronautics page and the engineering graduate studies page that we have been mentioning all the time. And we hope to see you all soon at the University of Waterloo. Thanks for your time. Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, everyone.